Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, Making History. The ribbon is cut on the city's first standalone EMS station. Plus, ready for school? We'll make sure you are with tips from vbschools.com. And a show to remember. We'll have highlights from Camp Explorer's Summer Talent Show. That and more coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Stephanie Sutton. Thanks for joining us. Twice a year, Virginia Beach City Council members gather for an all-day planning workshop.
$5 million is to SWAM certified contracting, period.
All 11 members of council, along with deputy city managers, met for the one-day forum at the Department of Economic Development.
This is something we've been doing for a number of years, and I really believe it's something that's paid off for a number of years.
The meetings allow council to review previous year's strategies and plan for the future.
We have our strategic planning session in January, and then we have the mid-session here this time of year each year to keep us on track, to make sure that we know what we're doing for the city, that we stay focused. We reevaluate our plans. Sometimes things get off track, or sometimes what we thought were good plans in the beginning not necessarily were. They might need tweaking to stay on track and to make it a better city for our citizens.
Number one impediment to economic development in Virginia Beach, I think, is the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel.
Transportation was just one of the many issues discussed during the meeting. Highlights from the last 6 months include the new Blackwater Fire Station, the sister city agreement with Olongapo, Philippines, salary increases for public safety and teachers, support for completing the light rail study, and a record 2014 season for tourism. City manager Jim Spohr began holding these retreats many years ago.
I think anytime we can be planning ahead is a very wise move, and as such, I applaud what we're doing today, and I applaud Jim Spohr starting it 24 years ago, too.
For more Virginia Beach news, log on to vbgov.com. From working with other teams in the Hampton Roads region to responding here at home, the members of Virginia Beach's emergency medical services are always ready to answer the call, and now they will have a new place to call home.
Welcome to the dedication of the new, renovated, repurposed, recycled, reclaimed, or otherwise reinvented Thalia EMS station.
I believe repurpose is probably the best word. This building was once a fire station that was built back in the 1950s.
When the fire department moved out of here and went to the new Town Center Fire Station, there was a vacant building that had served for some 50 years and providing public safety to the residents in this area, so it was just a shame to let it just sit there and go to waste.
Rather than destroying the building, they converted it into the city's first standalone EMS station. City leaders, public safety personnel, and citizens recently gathered to dedicate it.
1, 2, 3.
By breathing new life into the old station, the city has created a very special place for the rescue squads of Virginia Beach.
We in Virginia Beach are fortunate to have some of the best trained, most highly skilled and dedicated first responders in the country.
The 2,700 square foot building offers increased equipment capacity and many enhancements.
It's designed to house an ambulance crew, a paramedic zone car, and a supervisor. So there are living quarters for up to 6 people, and we can actually park 3 or 4 apparatus both inside and under.
Along with providing a safe place for EMS members to work and maintaining a public safety asset in the Thalia neighborhood, the city also saved a historic building. The building is now listed on the city's historical register. It is located at 333 Thalia Road near Town Center. It connects Shore Drive between the Chesapeake Bay and Lynnhaven Bays. It's more than 50 years old, and 43,000 cars cross it daily. We're talking about the Lesner Bridge, and as many motorists already know, it's undergoing major construction. Access reporter Lincoln Smith gives us a progress update.
You don't replace this bridge overnight. This is a 3-year project.
And that project is in full swing. Construction began on the Lesner Bridge back in June of 2014 and includes replacement of both bridges as well as intersection improvements.
Each bridge is about 56 feet wide, and in that 56 feet of width, we've got a 10-foot multi-use path, we've got an 8-foot shoulder, we've got 2 12-foot wide lanes, and we've got a 6-foot shoulder.
That means there will be plenty of room on the road for motorists, cyclists, and pedestrians. They are building the bridge in segments so it will remain open. This animation shows the construction process.
Is we're going to build in its entirety the westbound bridge. Once that is complete, we are going to first shift 2 lanes of traffic, the 2 westbound lanes of traffic from the old bridge to the new bridge. Then we're going to do some median improvements. And then we're going to shift the other 2 lanes of traffic from the eastbound bridge also to the new bridge.
Once traffic is off the old bridges, crews will demo them and begin building the other new bridge. As of August 2015, crews are about 30% complete with construction. They recently hit a major milestone when they set the first bridge segment.
Once we get that first bridge segment up there, we could start assembling span by span construction and start rolling with this gantry crane.
Okay.
And that's when people are really going to start seeing this bridge come together.
The new westbound bridge is expected to be completed by February of 2016. The entire project should be wrapped by June of 2017. Project updates can be found at vbgov.com/Lesner Bridge. Reporting for Access Virginia Beach, I'm Lincoln Smith.
It took 8 years to design and permit the new bridge. Once complete, it will be capable of handling 6 lanes of traffic in the future, and LED lights will illuminate the new bridge at night. As many parents are aware, a new school year is about to begin. In less than 2 weeks, teachers will be welcoming nearly 70,000 students back to the classroom. VBschools.com can help you prepare for the big day. From bus schedules to open house information, VBschools.com has it all. View all the documents needed to register your child, as well as immunization requirements. You can also search interactive maps to learn which school your child will attend. The first day of school is Tuesday, September 8th. And as students and teachers prepare for the start of a new school year, another group is working extremely hard as well. From inspecting school buses to refinishing floors, more than 5,000 members of the School Division Department of Services are putting the finishing touches on classroom. Let's take a look at what they're up to.
I admire daily what our guys behind the scenes are doing. They work diligently every day to be sure that our instructional spaces are at the utmost, from cleanliness to safe environments for our children when they arrive in September. From making sure floors are done, gym floor spaces are done, that the instructional spaces are done, painting of buildings, air conditioning units, roofs, making sure that when we do move into a new building that everything is taken care of to make sure that all the systems are working properly. As I travel around the division and go in buildings and into our school plant and distribution services, custodial services, I rarely hear a complaint from the guys. They work, they have a real sense of accomplishment in what they do. They are very concerned about making sure that our children are in great environments. Our bus drivers are the first point of contact for many of our kids, and we transport over 55,000 kids each and every day. Our guys in the garage work very hard to be sure that our buses are in top shape. We have tire guys, we have engine guys, we have body shop guys that not only keep our buses running, but they keep our white fleet running as well. When you think about the number of meals we serve daily, not only breakfast and lunch, that it requires a great deal of support behind the scenes to make sure that our cafeteria is up and running when the children arrive. Close to 5,000 people that work in the Department of School Division Services, and they, again, work tirelessly to make sure that our buildings are ready. As the Chief Operations Officer, it is an honor to be associated with these folks and these teams of people that it is quite amazing what they get done from June until September when the students arrive.
Without all of their hard work, teaching and learning would be difficult, so thank you to all of those dedicated professionals. It was a show to remember. Campers from Virginia Beach Parks and Recreation Therapeutic Recreation Programs performed in the annual Summer Talent Show at Brookwood Elementary. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Today is our 14th annual talent show. This is the opportunity for kids to show off to parents, family, and friends all the things that they've learned and done this summer. They look forward to the talent show, seeing their friends be able to get up and do solos or dances, lots of dressing up, and it's a big deal. We've prepped for over a week and a half for this. They come to camp to experience lots of different leisure activities and programs throughout the summer.
I'm singing
And what are you singing?
Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. We're just swimming and I just do Sing Let It Go, and they do remix.
It's so amazing that a Parks and Recreation department offers such a unique experience for individuals with various disabilities, but that they're able to be themselves, and we build on their strengths and abilities and just make it a fun, exciting summer for everyone.
We love Camp Explore and we look forward to it every year. It's the highlight of our daughter's summer and it's just an amazing program.
Those campers did a great job, and during their 7 weeks at camp, they also learned new skills, experienced some exciting recreational opportunities, and of course, made some great friends. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, the East Coast Surfing Championships take over the oceanfront, and we'll bring you the highlights. Plus, Drop the Beat. Beach teams perform original songs as part of the Hip Hop 2015 program. We'll have that and more when we return. Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop for information and events which supports families and promotes student success. Parents, along with the excitement of a new school year, can come the stresses of juggling busy schedules, finding time to do homework, and scheduling quality family time to do fun activities together. Sometimes, even with the best of intentions, this can be very challenging. Plan to join CHKD for a free workshop, Family Stress, being held Wednesday, September 16th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the CHKD Health Center at Oak Brook. This session will focus on helping you to understand what stress is and how it impacts you and your children. Participants will learn strategies for coping with stressful situations and experiences, as well as effective ways to lessen tension at home while increasing cooperation and support so everyone can enjoy a well-balanced family life. For more information, call 668-9304 or register online to attend by using the address on your screen. Parents, are you looking for an opportunity to learn how to create and edit simple PowerPoint presentations? Maybe you just want to brush up on your skills to be able to assist your children with their technology assignments this year. Plan to attend Microsoft PowerPoint for Beginners, a class offered Friday, September 18th at the Kempsville Area Library from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Basic computer skills are required, and it is for adults only. Registration is required 2 weeks prior to the start of class. For more details and to register, call 385-2627. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of events, visit the Parent Connection page on bbschools.com.
They are the largest volunteer-based group of its kind in the country. They respond to over 40,000 calls a year. They have saved countless lives. We're talking about Virginia Beach's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services, and they're looking for you to join the ranks. From medical emergencies to life-saving interventions, EMS volunteers are state certified, highly trained, and ready to respond around the clock. Training classes are held regularly and are tuition-free. So if you're ready to make a difference and can commit 48 hours a month, then volunteer for Virginia Beach EMS.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Stephanie Sutton. In today's world, cyberbullying is becoming more and more common among children. The Human Services Department hosted a social media guidance workshop paneled by professionals that deal with these issues every day.
Social media has changed the way that we live. Social media is wonderful. That's how we engage. That's how we get the updates about crises worldwide. That's how we remain educated on situations. However, it's also become the downfall because now we have a little bit more like a Pandora's box, if you will. Everything's out there, which means everything's out there.
We really have to be mindful of what our children are doing with phones, especially not only just because it's on our account, but just to protect them in general, to make sure that they aren't sending out any information or any inappropriate text messages and pictures and things like that.
Children, teenagers, youth in general, because of their development, they have a limited ability to stop and think about the consequences of their actions, to plan ahead, and to think about how something that they can do in a minute of taking a picture, making a movie, posting it online, can have a lasting impact on them and other people.
What we need to do is actually try to take a more proactive approach. When it comes to cell phones, there are many tracking apps out there that we can do research on, and you research what might be the best for your family and the best for your situation to find out, okay, how can I unlock my child's phone to find out what they may be hiding from me?
You need to be able to talk to the youth about the behavior as if there were three people in the room. So if I take that approach, then the youth can see me as being their ally and working with them rather than accusing or blaming or judging them.
There is no general standard of who falls victim and who falls offender, so we need to make sure that we are maintaining our eyes and our ears open to ensure the best outlook for our children.
Being more involved in your child's social activity can be a major factor in their social experience. Longtime surf buffs know the slogan, Granddaddy of them all. To them, it means grab your beach chairs and sunscreen and head on down to the Rudy Inlet.
Kick it off again in 3, 2, 1.
Local and national surfers, both professional and amateur, swarm the beach for the East Coast's largest surfing championship.
The Virginia Beach JCs own and operate ECSC. We've been running it for 53 years, and we're thrilled to have this project.
It started out as a community development project back in 1962 for the Virginia Beach JCs, but turned into a free, action-packed sports festival.
One of your first scores just dropping now.
A few lucky viewers got a bird's-eye view from above, but there was plenty to see during the entire week as more than 150,000 guests visited the mini event stage along the boardwalk.
They actually built this from the ground up. It was surfing in the day, and now it's built up to all these different events. We've got BMX, we've got skate. We used to have skimboard, which is coming back next year. Of course, we got our surfing. What's ECSC without surfing? And we got all the other vendors that come from across the world that come over here and promote their products.
A DJ kept the music flowing, much like the BMX bikers flowed through the air, performing their aerial gymnastics. Airborne maneuvers allowed these bikers to wow the crowds, but not all the action was floating above the ramps.
Oh, you lucky I missed the message.
A new feature was the human foosball field. People took the role of players on the make-do soccer field. It's another attraction to keep the crowds occupied when the waves are not pumping.
The Virginia Beach JCs are just so honored to have the longest continuously running surfing competition in North America. This is an event by the local community for the local community, and we want to invite everyone out to come live the life.
Although the surf was minimal the day we visited, waves picked up for the finals over the weekend. Kanoa and Garashi took home the grand prize of $100,000. For a complete listing of the results, log on to theworldsurfleague.com. It was formed in the 1970s, became increasingly popular in New York City, and consisted of stylized rhythmic music. If you haven't figured it out yet, we're talking about hip-hop music, and the students in this next story can tell you all about it. These aspiring performers are members of the Hip Hop 2015 program. Universal Zulu Nation, Virginia Beach Parks and Recreation, and Clever Communities in Action came together to teach students about the true culture of hip-hop.
And we know what hip-hop started out as, and we know the power of hip-hop. So we came together and decided that we would have this program that teaches the youth about the history of hip-hop. They learn about the 5 elements of hip-hop, and they learn about how hip-hop was started as a social and political movement.
The program, which met for 8 weeks at Williams Farm Rec Center, was for teens ages 13 to 17. And tonight was the big reveal. Friends and family came to Newtown Elementary to see firsthand what these young artists have been learning.
I learned how to become a better DJ. I'm a DJ, and I learned how to
be more confident and look up while scratching and DJing.
From scratching to writing an original track, teens use their passions for hip-hop to learn about social responsibility, culture, self-esteem, and more. Robert's group, The Unexplained, revealed their new song.
We have a new song called Came Up From Nothing. I made the beat and I wrote the hook, and all of us did our separate verses.
And those original songs even got some local radio time. They were played on 103 Jams during the end of August. The program is now in its third year. For more information, log on to vbgov.com/parks. The Sandler Center Outdoor Plaza came to life last week as kids of all ages worked together to celebrate Just Art Day. Step dancing, chalk art, and mural painting were just part of the fun involved at the gathering.
Youth-inspired, youth-led, and we welcome everybody.
The Just Art acronym stands for Artists and Activists Relying on Technology. It's a fun day that gives participants the opportunity to be creative and add their personal touch to the celebration.
I think it's a great time for people that they share one thing, and that's the love of art, and that they'll connect with one another and enjoy each other's space, the poetry, their stories, so they'll hear each other's stories and enjoy that. Music is all original, it's positive. We want them to have a good time, connect, and also feel valued by this city and by this community.
The mission is to create a platform to empower young people to use their voices, energy, and abilities to demonstrate their power to affect personal change.
We saw you. Turn our mother's eyes from brown to bright blue. You were supposed to be our hero, but only cowards do what you do.
Deanna Lee is a senior at Lansdowne High School. She believes she can make a difference to her generation.
I want to change my generation, help us make us better people, make us more positive. I feel like with love and with people with young voices that we can change the way the young minds are, and we can cultivate the generation to become something better and new and positive.
Participants of all ages took their turn with a brush to paint a beautiful mural. This event was sponsored by the Office of Cultural Affairs and provided another opportunity for the City of Virginia Beach to celebrate youth.
We love having students, teens, children come to the Sandler Center. So this is a way of bringing the Sandler Center outside and reaching a bunch of new faces, new people that might not have ever come to the Sandler Center, but introducing them to art and community.
Teen-centered activities and display booths also offered guest information about getting involved with today's youth. For details about Teens with a Purpose, contact the numbers below. It's that time of year again, folks. Tight spirals and hard-hitting hits can only mean one thing. It's football season. VBTV is once again partnering with News Channel 3 for the award-winning Locker Room.
More games, more highlights, more high school football action. Now it's time for the Emmy Award-winning Locker Room Show.
Every Monday through Thursday, right after this program, you can catch high school football highlights with an exclusive Virginia Beach Locker Room program.
Touchdown for Kempsville. That would wake Kellum up on the next possession. Cole Bava follows Alex Coates to the end zone.
Tune in weekly for scores and highlights as VBTV goes under the lights on Friday nights. The regular season has already begun and runs through November 6th. Most games are played on Friday nights and kickoffs begin at 7 p.m. Check out vbschools.com for your team schedule and head on out to a game. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media. Then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Stephanie Sutton. Thanks for watching.